You guys wanted to hear about the tight end position, and I'm here to tell you about it. I think we have one of the best duos in the league, if not the best duo in the league, also followed by some younger talent at the position as well. So, this is one of the more exciting positions on our team. Now, first things first, I got to go over who I think is going to be the starter, and it is kind of between Jonnu Smith and also Hunter Henry. I think Hunter Henry is going to take this position. He has a little bit more experience than Jonnu Smith, it seems like. He also had more consistent yards, more consistent touchdowns than Jonnu Smith throughout their both careers with separate teams. Hunter Henry came from the Chargers, and then Jonnu Smith came from the Titans. So both free agency signings coming in, obviously just completely revamping that position for us. We went from basically having the worst tight end group in the entire league to one of the best, again, if not the best, in the entire league. Obviously, neither of these guys is the single best tight end in the league, but combined, they might be the best duo in the league, especially if we can run the two tight end formation. That would be really cool as well. Hunter Henry pretty consistently was above 500 yards. His previous 2 seasons, he had 600 yards each. So we're getting a really productive tight end here, and also pretty consistently was getting a decent amount of touchdowns as well throughout his career. So we're getting a great tight end there from Hunter Henry, and maybe he can even get better at the age of 26. He has some better days ahead of him potentially. Number two is an obvious one, Jonnu Smith, and he also had a very productive career, but especially last year, where he had a significantly better season than he had in his past in his career. He's basically been the starter for the Titans since he got drafted by them, but he definitely has been on the upside of his career recently, and there is room for growth as well. He's 25, so we have a 26-year-old in Hunter Henry and a 25-year-old in Jonnu Smith. So we're actually very young at the tight end position now and very talented. Also, we have them for a long time. So we have Hunter Henry signed to a 3-year contract, which is really good. But also Jonnu Smith is signed to a 4-year contract. So we actually get him a whole other year. That brings us all the way to 2025 with Jonnu Smith, which is hard to imagine. So we're looking to have a bright future at the tight end position, to say the least. Especially once I get into the next two is when it just kind of brings the icing on the cake, if you will. We have Devin Asiasi, our rookie from last season, didn't really get to play. They both had a couple of snaps and a couple of catches. Devin Asiasi actually got a touchdown as well, which is pretty cool. But playtime was very limited, especially considering the fact that we had a limited tight end group to begin with. So the fact that they didn't get playing time and they weren't able to work up the roster is a little concerning. They were both third-round picks. So at a third-round pick, you expect that they could start the first year, but it's also they could be an eventual starter, but they need time to develop. That's kind of usually how the third and fourth rounds go, is you're kind of trying to get a eventual starter at least. Sometimes they surprise and start, but nothing like a first or second rounder who usually is expected to play a significant role immediately. So we got these two guys that could develop nicely. I'm guessing at least one of these guys will be okay and be able to be good enough to play in the NFL, considering they're both third-round picks. That should be the expectation. At least if they're both just eventual cuts and never get to really play, that's definitely a huge bust on last year's draft, to say the least. So I'm guessing one of these guys will end up being pretty good, which in that case would give us 3 solid tight ends, which would definitely take us to the best tight end group in the league. The reason I'm saying we're probably the best is because not only do we have these 2 very good starters, probably both top 10 tight ends in the league, which I don't even know if another team even has 2 top 10 tight ends on their team to begin with. But also we have 2 higher draft picks from just a year ago that are great developmental prospects as well. So that just brings it full circle, and I think this tight end group all around is just very, very talented. Now, I'm guessing we're going to carry 4 tight ends in this case, just because, again, they were both third-round picks last year. Usually teams carry anywhere from 3 to 4 tight ends or so. Notable cuts is going to be Matt LaCosse. He's 28 years old, and he's never been that great of a tight end for us. So I think this will be a departure, whether that's a trade or just cutting him straight up. I don't think he's going to make the roster. I highly doubt we would choose to carry 5 tight ends in this type of a talented group that we have on the top 4. I really just feel like Matt LaCosse is going to end up leaving the team. Let me know what you think of this depth chart, if you agree, if you disagree. I'm pretty sure most people are unanimously going to agree with this depth chart that I've come up with here. Also, be sure to destroy the like button if you want me to continue making these depth chart positional overviews. Also, leave a comment down below letting me know which position you would like to see next. I already covered the wide receivers, the running backs, and now finally just did the tight end. So let me know what position you guys want to see next, and I'll be sure to be bringing that very, very soon. So as I'm on the journey of growing this channel very rapidly, which I'm extremely thankful for, be sure to hit the subscribe button, obviously to join our channel and just see more of our videos. We make Patriots content. We've been on a daily streak of about a week or so now. I'm very excited about that, and you guys have been absolutely eating it up. As we head towards the preseason, the regular season, many exciting things are still to come. I have massive plans that I'm going to let you guys know about eventually for the regular season that I'm so excited about. Anyways, be sure to destroy the like button to help that YouTube algorithm out. That also very much so helps me grow this channel. Leave a comment down below, literally saying anything. I want to hear your insight, suggested videos, or literally just a bunch of random letters. I don't even care because it helps the algorithm. I'd love to hear from you guys some valuable information, but if you don't have any, be sure to just leave a comment anyway. Also, subscribe and share this video with any groups, pages, subreddits, anything about the Patriots or football, and that helps out as well. Anyway, see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing as always.